questions as well. When do you expect any kind of settlement with Goldman Sachs on 1MDB?
We would like to avoid having go to the courts. But if they come up with a reasonable sum, I think we will agree. But at the moment, their offer is too small. So we are continuing to talk with them to explain why they should pay what we demand. Of course, it's not the full amount. They may be able to prune it down, but we think that we can reach some agreement at a later stage.
So what about any kind of settlement with Joe Low? I mean, he has said, of course, through his spokespeople, as long as you are the Prime Minister, he's not going to negotiate with you.
We think he is very guilty, and we have proof of that. And we want to settle it according to the law. You know, I think he's offering this, that, and the other. That doesn't cover the losses due to him.
Right.
Yeah.
So if he offers an amount, you will not be going for that.
We want to know what amount he is going to offer. But as to dropping the charges against him, that is not for me to decide.
What can you tell us about your succession planning?
I made a promise to hand over, I will, accepting that I thought that a change immediately before the APEC summit would be disruptive.
So who is the candidate who would take over from you?
Anwar Ibrahim. As far as I'm concerned, I'm stepping down and I'm handing the baton to him. If people don't want him, that is their business. But I will do my part of the promise.
So one thing that we are in touch with authorities in Sarawak in particular, and one of the things that came up is the Prime Minister thinking of listing a unit of Petronas to give a stake to the states so that they don't ask for the increase in their royalty. Is that something you consider?
Yeah, that is something we are considering. If they want a share in Petronas, we might hive off some of our holdings to the states.
Which units would you consider hiving off yours?
No, I mean Petronas itself.
Even though it is not listed, you can do that?
We can.
Right. So have they...
It's fully owned by the government. It's up to the government to sell the shares privately, not in the market, privately to states like Sarawak and Sabah.
How much stake would you offer to them?
Well, Petronas is a very big company. It depends on how much they can pay also. But of course, we want to retain Petronas as a Fortune 500 company. We can't just sell off in order to raise cash or things like that. So that has to be done very carefully so as not to affect the status of Petronas.
Maybe we could ask about your comments of the youngest Prime Minister was appointed just yesterday.
Well, I think more and more young people are heading countries now. We see Canada, we see France, we see Austria, and people generally feel that the young people perhaps can do better than the older people. But in the case of Malaysia, they have opted for an old man, but if he cannot function, they will kick him out. Yes, while we believe in the idealism of young people, it is important also for them to consider the experience of the old people. Then there will be a combination of the two, and that will be good. Then I enjoy it now.
But you always try to, I wonder if you like it. Thank you so much.